Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So today what I want to do is take apart this older model floor fan. Found it on garbage day, unfortunately it doesn't work. The nice thing about one of these older models is a lot of this is scrappable material. Other than the plastic faceplate on both sides, the protective case, the rest of it is various metals. Okay, the exterior here is steel, there's some copper inside, there is some aluminum, there's some brass. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take it apart for you, show you how to separate the things, where to find them, and most importantly, how to divert another appliance away from the landfill. For the sake of this video, I have already removed the outer screws. What I do with the screws is I actually just put them into a bucket. If they're not in good working order, I want to make sure that they're in something good and secure, so when I go to the scrapyard they don't fall out of the truck. If they are in good working order, I will use them again. Unfortunately, these two protective plates are plastic. Unfortunately, in our municipality, there's nothing we can do with this other than throw it into the landfill. Sometimes, if they are in good working condition, people will put them on Kijiji or eBay, but as you can see, these are very worn, a lot of broken parts, so it's going to go in the garbage. As you can see here, I have a giant fan. There's going to be a motor in the back. There is also a really nice cord that I'm just going to cut. And I have to cut it off the motor as well. Slides through. There's a couple little pieces that I'm going to take off. Okay. I've also revealed the switch that controls the speed of the fan. Inside of here, it is protected by plastic. If I open that up, there's a couple little pieces of copper, so I do want to make sure I get those out of there. This wire, oh, I gotta take it off the bottom here too. This wire in Canada is classified as insulated copper wire. It's about $1 a pound in Canada. And as you can see on the tip here, there are two really nice clean brass prongs. Some people will leave these on for the weight. Some people will take these off. I will actually take these off and put them into my clean brass. But this is, as I said, $1 a pound. It's almost a pound. Which is nice, and you know, it adds up. I do want to make sure I get these cords off here and separate that. But a really nice cord. Okay, as I said, the exterior shell here, if I put a magnet to it, it is magnetic, so this is steel. There was a plastic handle at the top, it was broken off. I am just going to leave it on there because the price of steel right now, scrapyards don't really care about a little bit of plastic. Okay, but in order to remove this fan, there are a couple nuts in the back here. I've already taken off a couple. I'm just going to take the last one off, pop this through. Okay, the nice thing about a lot of these nuts is they are in good working order. So I will actually just put these away and use them again. Okay, this is now going to my steel pile. It's about 3-4 pounds of steel, which is nice. Okay, and now I have a copper motor on the back. There are a couple nuts that I have to take off. These fan blades are aluminum. If I put a magnet to them, as you can see, it is not magnetic. However, there is a steel plate here, which is magnetic. So I could bring this fan blade in as dirty aluminum, which is about 5 to 6 cents a pound. Or I could take the time and separate it properly and get 40 cents a pound for the clean aluminum. It's very easy to do. I'm going to do it in a couple minutes. But first what I want to do is I want to take out the nuts in the back to expose the really nice copper bearing motor. Okay, so do that first. There's just a couple bolts. Okay. Okay, and I'm just going to take them off. 2. very disgusting inside of here. A lot of dirt, and probably the reason why, a lot of dust, part of the reason why this motor blew. But as you can see very easily, the cap, this is going to go in my steel pile. And now what I've revealed is a really nice, well, once I get the dust off here, copper bearing motor. The copper bearing motors, I could bring it in as is. I can bring this in as is and get 10 cents a pound, but it is very easy to get the copper out of here. The copper would be number 2, and it goes for about $2.85 a pound right now. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my angle grinder, and I'm just gonna make a small incision down the one side. And then what I'll do is I will turn it over and I'll put like a screwdriver or a pry bar in there, and I'll just pop this copper out. So I'm just gonna do it for one. The other thing I do wanna make sure, and I'm pretty much certain that this is copper, but some copper bearing motors look like copper, but they are actually aluminum inside. So the first thing I wanna do before I take the time to do that is just take a file and scratch it. As you can see inside, that is copper, so it's definitely worth my time. If this was aluminum, aluminum is not worth much money, it's not worth my time. If it is aluminum, I actually just throw it into my copper bearing motors and have them as 10 cents a pile. But this is worth it, so all I'm gonna do very quickly, I'm gonna do that incision using an angle grinder. I am gonna put on some gloves and my face shield because I want to protect myself. But I'm also very accident prone, so that's part of the other reason I do it. Okay, so I'm not going to do all of them. The sparks did not come from the copper. The nice thing about the sparks is it tells me that I've cut through. I've actually done 2, and I'm just going to do it right now. I'm going to separate it, put it in my vise. Okay, first thing. Okay, I just want to make sure that the pieces are straight. There's one. There you go. So as you can see, nice chunk of copper here, very easy to take out. And once I'm done, the nice thing about that is this is still going to go into my steel pile, but I've just gone from 10 cents a pound to $2.80 or 85 cents. What I do is I just put it into a bag, I collect it, and then I'll bring it in all together. I just brought in 55 pounds of wire from motors, and it did not take me that long to do, so it definitely adds up. So definitely worth your time. Okay, so there's some copper. Now I want to get this fan, and the nice thing about this fan is this I can still throw into my steel pile, but all I'm going to do is I'm also going to take a grinder just to get this aluminum off. Some people will just cut off the little heads here and it should fall off. Some people, because it is pretty big, they will actually just cut around it. All right, and it's up to you in terms of your blades. It depends on if you want to, you know, take the time. I'm actually just going to, because of the price, just going to cut a couple times through it on this one. And then this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut around it using my grinder, just to show you a couple different options. So I'm going to first of all put this in the vise. Okay, it's not going to spin now, so that's definitely good. I'm going to put this back on, put my gloves back on. So I'm going to show you two different methods. can see, both methods work. I actually do like just cutting out the holes around it. For me, it's quicker, and it also ensures that if I bend this blade, it's not going to snap and it's not going to wear as hard. But as you can see on those two models, there is just a little bit of, where is it? Right there, aluminum left. Not really worth my time getting every single thing. I could, if I really wanted to, for hard press time, throw this into dirty aluminum, but there's not much on there. So this would still go into my steel pile. And I just turned, 5 to 6 cents of dirty aluminum into 40 cents a pound. And these are pretty heavy. There's 3 of these. There's almost a pound there. So that's definitely worth it. So there you have it. As you can see, very easy to take apart. It took me 16, 17 minutes. I have some really nice aluminum. I have a lot of steel. I have a copper bearing motor that I just put into number 2 copper. So this is actually very heavy. I think once I finish this, there will definitely be a pound and a bit. So that's worth my time. There's a really nice copper cord here. And the only waste that's going to come out of this is this little bit of plastic. Hope you found the video informative. Hope you enjoyed it. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tin Man out.